with the Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins. Miami Dolphins #1.
Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. Straight ahead with a nationwide audience tuning in. It's a Monday Night Primetime showdown between the Miami Dolphins and the Pittsburgh Steelers. To kick off, here's Ryan Stonehouse. His Monday Night Primetime is underway. Wilson with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 23-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They'll go play action. Howard buying some time left. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
You know, as you can see here, things broke down a little bit. He tried to find a connection, but he just could not get on the same page. I'll tell you what I do like about that throw, though. He didn't risk an interception, and he put it out of bounds instead.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Gets him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And he is brought to a stop after he found plenty of room there to run.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll run it for the first time with Jalen Warren. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. And that right there, an early look at somebody who might just be the impact player in this ballgame.
Yeah, there's no question this strong safety loves to come downhill. Now, as an offense, you've got to adjust. You've got to throw over the top if he's willing to be that aggressive.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds his back, Jalen Warren. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Dolphins side of the field.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Howard throwing on 3rd down. Trying forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it. And this is going to be a pick six. He's in for the Miami touchdown.
Well, that is quite the tone setter and very different between the two sides. Offense, that's a disaster. But defensively, you've just lit the flame of emotion, and now you want to build on it.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Here's Miller on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, here's Howard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. 2nd down and 19 yards to go after that sack.
12-yard line.
Another try following the sack. And a stunning loss there, Brock. He ends up in his own end zone. That is a wild safety.
Result of the play is a safety.
Always hurts to do this. They give up the safety and now have to kick it away. And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Go ahead. Out.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity to play with whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd down carry for Achane. Along the sideline inside the 25. And he's finally taken down at the 16-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to give the Dolphins a 1st down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
All right, come on. Ready, team. Out.
1st down from the red zone. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. So 2nd down coming up.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins finish off their opening drive. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Warren. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
1st down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. From the 29. Short pass brought in. And he's going to have this out near the 40, just a little bit short of this. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
They'll toss it to Johnson. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Jack Jones making that tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go now.
With the gun, Howard. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
The Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broadcast incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
Yeah, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Dumped off to his running back. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers take a small chunk off that lead. Chris Boswell for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers will trail by
16. Steelers 7.
9. So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Here's a return from the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10. Tua off the play fake. Rolling out to his left. Now we'll try a deep shot down the left. Wide open downfield. Got it! And he gets this down near the 30. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the shotgun, a give to A.J. Room to run inside the 20. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Just a tremendous run to get yourself down into the red zone. And look at that running back. He is waving off the breather. No substitute now. He's done the heavy lifting, and he wants the reward.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here.
Good. Get on.
From the red zone now. Caught near the pylon. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out of the 1.
Well, that run came with a high degree of difficulty. Had to balance, focusing on the catch, keeping those feet in balance.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1.
Ready.
They just get the play off. And this is going to be a Miami touchdown. The Dolphins now up by 15 in the opening quarter. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. That gives him a mark of distinction for this season. He's now up to 40 touchdown passes this year. And it's part of one of the more impressive campaigns that we've seen from an NFL QB. Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Dolphins take a 16-point lead. So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. The Dolphins out to an early advantage. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Okay, ready.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Nice. 70 Giants.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Caught by Warren out of the backfield. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Kate. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. Looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. And he has it down near the red zone, just outside the 20.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
The back grabs it. Oh, and it's a punishing hit to end that play, but hey, still a win for this offense. They've got first and goal now from the 2.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's go now.
Can't connect on the short throw. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it'll be second and goal.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Warren goes up and over for the touchdown. The Steelers fighting back and shaving 6 off that lead. Boswell to add the PAT. And it's good, but the choice to kick there means this still is a 2-possession game in the second half.
Steelers 14. Chris Boswell.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. First and 10. They go play action with Tagovailoa. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Loss on the play. It's second down.
Trying again, following the sack. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. He's got it deep downfield. He's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins push their lead to 15. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game.
Jason Sanders for the extra.
Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments?
What?
I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a shot.
All right, so we'll get this up to about the 30 before he goes out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now, Howard. Forced out to his right. Into the hands of Skoranek, complete. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Do you feel sometimes, Kate, up here in the booth when we get to see things develop, we're playing the same guessing game that defenses are on those kind of plays? Is he planning on keeping it or just waiting for a throw to develop and get open? That time the QB did a terrific job of finding that out.
He's taken down. The Dolphins rush gets home. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
It's double-edged sword. I totally understand. These quarterbacks today are so athletic, and they love to keep plays alive, but it can turn smaller losses into much bigger setbacks like we see yet again.
After the sack, another pass on second down. Gets him on the in route. And they get to him and touch him down.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Left side, caught by Metcalf. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be fourth down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
They only manage a yard, but that was enough as this drive rolls on. New set of downs for him from the 46.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howard. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly throwing into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
Fails to find his running back. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap here to Howard. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring out 4th down.
All right, to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again. Find a way to protect.
Oh, and they fake it. And they pull it off. He gets them the first before being stopped. It's a 21-yard gain. And the unlikely conversion nets them a 1st down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Acrisure. The Steelers in need of some points before the break. Here's Howard, 1st and 10. It's a screenplay to Warren. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
He has it at the 5. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
1st down from the red zone. Pass it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. Where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Howard now to throw. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. Trying to sneak with Howard. And he gets in. Touchdown! The Steelers chop some of the lead off before the half. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
So we've got ourselves a 9-point game now as they'll kick this off. Starting at the 10. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Tagovailoa on 1st down. He completes it in traffic. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
And he's not going to be able to add anything to that catch. So give him progress across midfield there to the opposing 46. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him from the 46.
Go ahead.
First and 10 now. Here's Tagovailoa. Escapes the pocket. Throwing deep down the left. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
There's a lot of studies done every offseason, Kate, about the best red zone offenses. And typically, it's about creative quarterbacks doing just what he tried to do right there in extending the play out of the pocket. The problem is there was just nowhere for him to go with the ball.
He's trying to go deep again. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. And the Steelers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half. Here comes the final play of our first half.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Back to throw it. He puts everything behind this one. His final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes first and 10. Second half begins with a run by Achane. Left sideline, and he's off to the races. There it is. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out of halftime. Devon Achane with the touchdown.
Kate, right there's the danger of dime coverage. Bunch of little guys on the field that love to cover. They may not tackle so well and opens up a run lane. He took huge advantage of it.
They give it to the back of the zone read. Good defensive stand here. They push him away from the goal line. That's back to the floor.
36, Steelers 21.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Wilson with a return here. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Steelers to the line now. First and 10. On play action, here's Howard. Bails out of the pocket quick. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. The Steelers calling their first timeout. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack. Another try following the sack. Completed over the middle. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's a Steelers first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Caught quickly on the slant. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
More yards. That's another Steelers first down.
Out of the gun, Howard. Chased out to his right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Blood in the water defensively after that sack. This offense facing 2nd and 23. First throw for the backup now. Catch made by Austin. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. Go.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. And from where that fumble came, Brock, zero chance they were going to turn a profit on that play, right? But at least they did get it back. On fourth down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Ready, shot.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
On the move, headed right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
All right, come on.
Man in motion, headed right. Tagovailoa trying to get here on second down. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. 16 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Miami.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Has it downfield, working the left. And this one's brought to an end well downfield from that line of scrimmage.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Corner, long.
From the red zone now. And this is caught. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins making a 3-possession game. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. His third through the air this game. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Finds him on the crossing route. Has some daylight through the 40. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's good for a Pittsburgh Steelers.
On first down, Howard. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Jalen Warren, the intended target. And it's going to be second down.
It's now second and 10.
They're going play action. It's caught Metcalf. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
Yeah, I was on the field, the young high school quarterback, just last week. And I told him one of the greatest attributes a quarterback can have is courage. And it takes courage to sit in that pocket that long, let a play develop, and let that receiver work all the way from one side of the field to the other, and give him a chance to make a play.
Looking for the back that time. And that'll bring up fourth downs.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. Rodgers. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that's such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
They run the counter to Achane. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down run from Achane. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
Yeah, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
Ready. Ready, team. Out.
On 1st down, here's Tagovailoa. Rolling left, buying some time. He's keeping it. This one doesn't get much, down to the 41. Holcomb there on the stop.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
All right. 21G, 21G.
Tagovailoa now working from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Hey, 21G. Ready.
Tua now from the gun. Flush down now to his left. Now he's throwing deep down that side. He's got it inside the 10. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 4th quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Dolphins football. They don't got to do much. They've already earned a massive lead. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Get set. Get on.
Trying to run it in. Achane. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins put up even more points in a win. Devon Achane with the touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. And it's off the mark. The kick is no good, but I think they can spare a point or two given the size of this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. And he gets crunched by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a 1st.
You want to start a good debate sometime, Kate? Go in an NFL locker room and ask which position is the best athlete. The big guys, the left tackles will tell you it's them. The corners will tell you it's them. But I'll tell you what, these tight ends of today, the way they can run and break tackles and get in the open field, they truly are some of the best athletes on the team.
They get 13 on the pickup, and it'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Rodgers. He's marking over or something here, just chucks it away.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Blue 58! Yeah, Liz.
They'll throw again, Rodgers. Trying to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Mika Fitzpatrick has got it. And the Dolphins have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
44.
Running left, here's A.J. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes 2nd and 11.
Ready, shot.
Tagovailoa, quick throw, complete. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that's going to give the Dolphins a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Jeff. What a team! What's it? Shot.
A-Chain on the inside give. He finds space into the red zone. And he's finally taken down at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It is just so hard, Kate, to get these chunk, explosive runs. But what it does now is it especially sets the table in prime scoring position.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Running for it, it's A-Chan. And he'll take it in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins keep running away with this. Devon A-Chan with the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Miller on the return. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down. They're set up at the 35 now.
The Steelers, 1st down.
This is Warren, headed right. And he scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
39-yard line.
From the 39. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake...
Don't try forcing it to the slant. It's intercepted. Jordan Brooks comes up with it.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's A-Chain up the middle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that.